Are you a veteran or active duty service member that is looking to put down some roots, rest, recharge, and spend time with your family and build some amazing memories? And are you thinking of using your VA entitlement to purchase a home? You probably have moved around a lot and are excited to put down some roots. Hey, I'm Anita L Williamson with James River Realty Group, and let's talk about all that it entails to use your VA benefit for a VA loan. You are going to want an experienced lender who specializes in VA loans. There are a few different calculations the VA requires, so make sure you have a lender who is familiar with the process to keep things running smoothly. And here are a few tips when using your VA loan benefits. The first one is, are you eligible? There are basic requirements you need to meet to be eligible for a VA loan. The broad guidelines for eligibility are you have served 90 consecutive days on active duty during wartime, or served 181 days of active duty during peacetime, or served more than 6 years in the National Guard or in the reserves, then you are probably eligible for a VA loan. Check with your loan officer though to verify. You or your lender will need to obtain your certificate of eligibility from the VA. What makes a VA loan so great? The benefits to our veterans are amazing. There is no down payment required. That's right. It is 100% loan. Also, there's no mortgage insurance. You know, that pesky PMI is not required, which means your monthly payments are lower without that added fee. And interest rates are usually lower than other loan types as well. VA loans are a great loan program that lets our veterans reach the dream of home ownership with less money out of their pocket up front, and also less money over the life of the loan. Now, you may still need some money to purchase a home. There are still closing costs that are going to need to be paid. And closing costs are typically between 3 to 4% of the purchase price of the home you are buying. So if the house is $300,000, you would expect closing costs to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $9,000 to $12,000. Depending on market conditions, sometimes you can get the seller to pay all or some of the closing costs. But there is another option, and that is to purchase the house for more than list price and then roll in the closing costs. So an example of this is if the $300,000 house you want to purchase and you need $10,000 in closing costs, we could structure our offer with a purchase price of $310,000 with the seller paying $10,000 in closing costs. Now, the house would have to appraise for $310,000 in order for this strategy to work. Now, another thing to consider is not every house qualifies for a VA loan. There are certain property standards that the VA requires a home to meet in order to secure a VA loan on the property. For example, many fixer-uppers do not meet the property condition requirements. Some things to look for, a few property condition requirements that the VA requires is the house must have a stove, heat, Also, it needs to be free of deferred maintenance, so things like rotted wood, peeling paint, and things like that. The house also must be free of termites. Another key factor for VA loans is they can only be used to purchase owner-occupied homes. So it cannot be used to purchase a second home or an investment property for the veteran. Also, if you are buying a condo or a townhouse, the community that it's located in must be a VA-approved community. So, as you can see, there are a lot of different intricacies to a VA loan, which is why it is so important to pick a lender that is well versed in VA loans and understands all of the ins and outs. If you would like a recommendation for a VA lender, just let me know. I'm Anita L Williamson, helping you establish roots here in Central Virginia.